Hi, I'm Jon SCIESKA, National Ambassador for Young People's Literature, and I'm here at Borders with Mr. Dave Shannon, just looking around.
Oh yeah, we're just talking about books, what our favorite books are.
What are some of your favorite books,
What books
Mr.
influenced us and stuff.
Do you see anything you like?
You know, one of the... yeah, I do. There's a whole bunch of Charles Dickens books right over here, and he's probably...
Wait a minute.
He's probably my favorite author, especially Oliver. My favorite thing about Dickens is the names he gives to everybody.
Yeah. Actually,
like
that's...
Martin Chuzzlewit and Mr. Fezziwig.
Didn't you do that book, No Chuzzlewit?
No, I did No Fezziwig.
Oh, No Fezziwig, that's right. I remember, that was one of your best ones.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here's one of my favorites, though. Let me give a little airtime to Don Quixote.
Yeah.
You know what? And that's not unlike a certain book that's coming out that you illustrated.
One of our favorite books by my favorite author, Jon SCIESKA.
National Ambassador of Young People's Literature.
And what's the
you
title?
forgot that.
What is the title? What's the trademark?
It's a trademark. It's Robot Zod, for goodness sake.
That's right, Robot Zod. And it's kind of a Don Quixote story about a robot.
Yeah, it's about like a robot who thinks he's doing good, but he's not.
Well, Don Quixote, he fought with windmills. He thought they were giants. And Robot Zod fights with kitchen appliances.
Toasters and vacuum cleaners.
And he thinks they're giants because he's only about this high.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a good story.
Girls in Trucks.
Girls in Trucks.
Yeah, you just like the title.
Yeah, well, I like trucks because of... What's another book you've written?
Trucktown, by the way.
Like the Trucktown series.
What kind of setup was that? Oh, here's some good ones. Kafka. The Complete Stories. One of the funniest guys ever. He thought he was funny, honestly.
Is that right?
Yeah, because Max Brod, the guy who like published all this stuff, he used to say Kafka would come over, read stuff, like the Metamorphosis, and crack up.
Just cracked himself up.
Yeah. He would laugh a minute. Nice.
Here is one of my all-time favorite books.
Nice.
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey.
Yep, I'm a fan too.
Yeah, I used to do volunteer work in a mental hospital.
No.
No, I wasn't voluntarily committed.
I wasn't going to ask. No, I wasn't going there at all. I just wondered about you.
That book was a big influence on me. And actually, you know, superheroes in comics were too.
Ooh, oh, this is a spectacular book.
Now, see, I was a big Conan fan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now,
and I learned a lot about storytelling with pictures from comics.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that comics have no value, or at least they did when I was a kid. Now they're getting their due with graphic novels and everything. But I learned a lot of the things I learned from drawing comics as a teenager, I used in children's books.
That's actually a great point, because, I mean, stuff like this, like Bone, this is phenomenal.
That's what I hear. I have not read it yet. But
No, read all of those.
I have it.
Good for kids, too. Ooh. David Sedaris, yes, no?
I don't know.
I say yes.
Okay.
You know what? He had one of the most brilliant ideas ever at a signing. He wore a colostomy bag.
Is that right?
Didn't even have to stop to go to the bathroom.
Forever.
He said it was a little awkward, though, when he felt that warm feeling on his ankle. Just a little note there.
I thought they made those for football games.
Yes, they did. It's Stadium Pal is what he used.
Yeah, that's right.
Here's the book, The Life and Opinions of Tristram Shandy. This is actually where Stinky Cheese Man started.
Is that right?
This guy is hysterical. From back in the 18th century, 17th century, he was one of the original guys who had stuff like blank pages. Here's a squiggly diagram of how the narrative works. He says, like most books go straight line, my narrative actually goes like this.
I've never even heard of him.
It's spectacular. He has a blank page in here because he says, like, you won't want to see what happens next. So I just shamelessly ripped that off to, like, put it in Stinky Cheese Man. So don't tell anybody, okay?
I won't.
Don't let this get around.
Oh, Walden, that was a good one. When I was in high school, we studied Walden.
Yeah, that's a real burner.
I had this great English teacher, and he took us, our whole class, camping. We called it solo, and each kid had a 1 square mile plot to camp in the woods.
This sounds illegal.
We camped by ourselves for a weekend to
yeah.
see what it was like to spend some time just by yourself in the woods.
I can see where a lot
it
of
was
stuff
great.
happened to you.
It was really cool.
Wow, and look at this version of War and Peace. Don't you just love that binding?
Wow. That's unbelievable.
It's a good book, too. But
Did you know if you put two phone books together, one page after another like that,
You can hold
You can't pull them
tractors
apart.
together.
Yeah, you can hold tractors
So
together.
actually, that's why we love War and Peace, because
Yeah,
if we put
because it holds
these
our
two
tractors together.
I'm going to try that.
Oh, it's going to take too long.
No, it won't. I'm almost done here. Okay, ready? See if you can pull it.
Well, it's not a phone. But
All right, it's not quite a... Put these in order, man.
oh,
Don't
look,
get-
here's